What is going on, YouTube? This is Witness Terror 70. I just wanted to get some Madden 19 gameplay in. Finally got a chance to settle down, mess with the game a little bit. I have been moving back and forth between Florida and Connecticut for a job. Figure until my YouTube, my YouTube gameplay and all that picks up enough to where I can do this for you guys all the time. Still at that point where I gotta work a little bit, but getting into this gameplay here, I run the ball to Gurley, picks up 3 yards. There are some things that I didn't like about this game to start, which I know there'll be patches to fix that. I feel like, for instance, Robert Woods has like a 91, 92 catch rating in here, yet the ball keeps getting knocked out of his hands frequently. You'll see that a lot as I throw it to Woods. Boom, off rip. Already happened. First or second play of the game. So that's something I feel like they need to work on. I know they'll be having a patch out here soon, and I know they'll probably fix that. I just feel like you can't have hands that good and constantly have the ball knocked out of your hand like that time and time again. But as you can see at the scoreboard, I can't really tell the downs right now. It kind of had a bad angle of my TV in my hotel room, but it's a lot better view than the ones I've been putting up, so that's always a plus. Third down, I'm actually gonna scramble and slide, and I don't know if you guys can tell, a lot of people do they do mobile quarterbacks just in case they need to scramble here. I actually want to do something a little different. I actually wanted to be a field general. If you guys want to see anything else, leave in the comments below. Definitely make sure to like and subscribe. I'll be trying to post a lot more gameplay as I can. As you see, first down, step up in the pocket. Brandon Cooks first down. I was gonna post some 2K videos, but I definitely wanna just wait until 2K19 comes out. As you see, we are on the 28-yard line, excuse me. First and 10, Robert Woods in the flat, but this time he held on to it. But I feel like there are some things they have to work on. I also feel like the running game IQ for the computer is still low. I would really like to see them improve that too. It's just things that they can actually try and work on to, get better throughout the season. I know they're putting out patches every week and doing what they can to tune the game to make it as realistic, but I feel like for the past few years that's been a problem. As I throw a little flat to Tyler Higbee, first down. Running the ball has always been a problem for the past couple of years, as long as you're only controlling like a quarterback or wide receiver or anything like that. They'll have a couple good runs here and there, but it's just very inconsistent. So it's first and 10 on the 12-yard line. Try and hit Brandon Cooks on the post, but he didn't bite on that post, so he defended it really well. I do like the way defense plays in here, but I also feel like I've seen linebackers jump like halfway across because I was throwing the ball over the middle of the field, and they intercepted, and I feel like there are just a few patches they need to work on here. But as you see, it's second and 10. About to do a little play action here. And tried to scramble. I should have hit Cooks on that slant. Ended up getting sacked. So now it's 3rd and 12 at this point, I believe. But there are things I'd like to see improved. I mean, I feel like there are times that make the defense, way too good because, for whatever reason, actually, I'm not sure, but I don't know. It's almost too good. That was a good play. That was something I've seen in last year's game, so I'm okay with that. But I mean, I've seen linebackers just make unreal athletic catches. Like it's crazy. They're almost like they play safety. And I know there are athletic linebackers, but they just need to fix some of the animations in here. Um, as you saw, Gurley get stuffed again. One of the other issues I'd like to see them fix, like they made the computer defensive AI too high, and they made the running backs IQ too low in here. I mean, any other person would have just took that run up the middle right there. He busted it to the outside and didn't even get a yard. So it's 3rd and 12, I believe, and I go down for a sack right there. Also, in this first half, it was atrocious. I really picked it up in the second half, but this first half was a struggle. I mean, second quarter, 3-3, so you can see the struggles are still here. But I'm going to try and run the ball to Gurley again. He picks up a yard. 4 carries for 2 yards. I don't know. I feel like that's just something I really like to see them improve on. So it's 2nd and 9. We have 29 yards to this point. Granted, our defense is playing great. Oakland has a few more than that. I think they have 90-something. But 29 yards in the second quarter, and you might as well take some of that away because I just got sacked. But it was a big struggle in the first half. Second half, I really definitely got into it a little more. I started I'm not gonna lie, I started getting a little happy with this one play call, which you'll see later on in the game. I usually don't. I'm very open with my playbook. I pick variety of plays. Yeah, you'll see me pick a play multiple times, but I don't abuse that play. This game I kind of had to getting into my groove and trying to find different things out, but the playbooks are also very different, so it's not the same as last year. I'm looking up new things. There are plays from last year, obviously, but I mean, right there, I took a shot to Cooper Kupp, but I threw the interception. I could have hit Brandon Cooks on that little outpost, and I could have hit Robert Woods on that little dump off underneath. I mean, so far I'm still happy about it. There's a lot of things to improve. Maybe I'm just happy about it because I really love the game of football, but there are things that they need to fix. Screens being one of them. There's one of those drops by Gurley too. Almost at the 2-minute warning, I'm 4 for 9 for 39 yards and an interception. By this time, if I was playing Madden 18, I'd have maybe 225 yards. I'd have a higher completion percentage. I mean, you've seen 2-3 drops already. I could easily be 7 for 9 right now for a bunch more yards. Granted, the interception was on me, so I can't say with no interceptions, but this game compared to 18, I feel like it's different. It's very different. I mean, I'm still willing to play it. I love the game of football in general, so if there was another football game, oh man, that interception was bad. If 2K was still making games, I probably would have tried to buy 2K by now. But I mean, it's not a bad game. They just need to fix some of the glitches, so I can't really wait to get this patch uploaded. This first half was pretty bad. I will throw that interception on myself as well, because I did try and fit that into a tight window like I did there, and actually Robert Woods held on to it. you know, I did try and fit that into a tight window, and it just got deflected and picked. But so far, it looks like they fixed that tip drill. That was a nice play by Derek Johnson too. They did fix that tip drill, because that tip drill was happening a lot in Madden 18. Um, so I do like that they fixed that, but there are still a lot of issues to work on. So I'll see what happens when I get this first patch. And on that rollout, I just got obliterated. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. He came in clean. 4 sacks in the first half. I also feel like I'm getting sacked a lot more than I did in Madden 18, but I feel like that's part of me trying to figure out the playbook, figure out the concepts, how I would like to run these plays, you know. But, I had Robert Woods. I just led him too far. But, yeah, you know, it's just things that I'll get better at throughout the game. We are in the third quarter, as you saw, had 72 yards of total offense. So the first half was completely atrocious. There's another one of those. That was a good play. But that was one of those that hit him in the hands, and the animation kind of, you knew it was taking it out. I feel like I've seen that so much in this game from the time I posted this video, from trying to, you know, learn some of the things when I first started playing before I uploaded videos. I do like how when you go to slide, they knock you over instead of just, you know, sliding. They actually like knock you over a little bit. I thought that was more realistic than last year with that animation. But yeah, as you saw, running has still been brutal. 5 carries for 3 yards. 4th and inches, we're gonna go for it in a 6-6 ball game. In the third quarter, I only have 6 points. That's a lot different for me too, because I'm used to putting up a lot of points in Madden. I mean, yeah, I always put up a bunch of points. I probably would have had like 21, 28 by now. And I had Cooks over the middle right there, but Rob Havenstein just kind of got abused by Khalil Mack. That I'm okay with. That, you know, happens. I ran the no huddle. Brandon Cooks, oh man, he just got wide open. He's going to be a lot of fun to play with in this game, I can already see. As you guys saw, I only have 95 passing yards. I'm not used to that either. Should have, you know, probably 200 plus, maybe close to 300 by now. Brandon Cooks open again, middle. Finally broke 100 yards. Still under 50% passing. So far been up to a good start in this third quarter. A lot better than the first half. Oh man, rollout hit Gurley. And Gurley right there drags Khalil Mack and avoids the hit from Melvin to get in for the touchdown. So now we're going to go up 13-6. Defense has been playing great. Actually, I like that, because in the last game, I feel like the defense was giving up so many points no matter how good they were. So right now, we've held Oakland 2-6, and I'm really happy with that. Here, I'm going to run a play action and get sacked again. That's like 6 sacks now. I've been getting beat up like this whole game. Yep, 6 sacks now. That's another thing. I would like to get my O-line to be a little bit better. I mean, I'm not saying I have an amazing offensive line, but 7 sacks, you know, that's 4 sacks by Khalil Mack himself. So, you know, it's just something I would, you know, there are little things here and there, but overall, I'm still happy with it. I don't really hate the game or anything like that. It's, you know, just getting used to everything and getting used to my concepts, my weapons. As you see, I take a shot to Brandon Cooks. Last year, I had a big chemistry going on with Tavon Austin. Of course, he was traded to Dallas. excuse me, went yeah, he was sent to Dallas. Um so, I'm still getting used to some of these weapons. I rarely used Cooper Cup last year because of I was using Robert Woods, I was using Tavon Austin, and I didn't do a bunch of three receiver sets. As you see, Tyler Higbee catches it, gets caught in an animation, drops it again. That's like 5, 6 drops I've already counted to this point, which explains why my completion percentage is so low. But I just really want to see them, fix that. I do like in here how, as you'll see here in just a second, how Brandon Cooks was just overthrown like that in the last game. He would have just jumped out and did this like one-handed like leap in stride and caught it. And I'm glad they kind of fixed it to where it's like if that's not always gonna happen. But our offense has to get something going here. Todd Gurley, good blocks right there. First down. I feel like he's a bigger threat out the receiving game than he is the running game. And, he is a good pass catching back. He is a complete back, but I mean, with how good he is, he shouldn't be getting stuffed every run play he does. And there's another, almost a sack. Actually just got it away. But I mean, that counted like 5, 6 drops. I could easily be 16 for 23 right now. My numbers are my game has been better than my numbers look. I mean, I have been getting beat up, but boom, there's another one of those drops. That's 7. I've been putting throws on the money for most of this game. Just they've been getting knocked out with that animation. That's why I really wasn't happy with it. I'm lining up here, and at this point, which is also my fault too, I got so caught up in how bad my numbers looked that, oh, nice catch. See, now the fullback comes down with the catch. It was a great catch, but I don't understand how he holds on to it, but everybody else drops it. But as I was saying, guys, sorry about that. My numbers looked so bad that I kind of took Gurley out the equation myself too. So, he's got 7 rushes going into the fourth quarter, but 11 yards too. So it's kind of, it's just kind of, like, I feel like every time I give him the ball, he's not going to do anything, so why give him the ball? But as you see here, it's 13-6 going into the fourth quarter, and this is when everything just really changes. So now we just score a touchdown first play of the fourth quarter. So now it's going to be 20-6. See if the defense can hold here, make something happen. And they do, and actually I think they create a turnover because we're starting deep in their territory, almost in the red zone. So I definitely feel as if we created a turnover. And see right here, good run by Gurley. And if he would have done something like that earlier in the game, I probably would have tried to run the ball more than I did to him. Defense has been playing exceptional for us. So, I've had the opportunities. I haven't had to, good pass to Higbee, another drop. That's like 8 or 9 drops. I could easily be 20 for 27, 21 for 27. It's just, I don't understand with the drops. The receivers all have high catch ratings. I looked them up. Cooper Kupp, 90 plus catch rating. Brandon Cooks, 90 plus catch rating. Robert Woods, 90 plus catch rating. And even if Tyler Higbee and, Gerald Everett don't have them that high, just the fact that my receivers are dropping a lot, besides Brandon Cooks, he's really showed out today. As you see him get down to the 4-yard line. So Brandon Cooks has really showed out, and other than that, I mean, I've had multiple drops by Robert Woods. I've had, um, yeah, multiple drops by, well, not really Cooper Kupp, but he did have a drop or two in this game. I think you'll see later on, but I do like the game. I just don't like some of the animations. I've been saying that all video long, but I feel like this is more just like a gameplay for you guys, but also kind of like a review of what I think of the game. If you guys have any opinions on it, leave your comments down below. You can tell me I'm trash. I'll be all right with that. Um, but as you see here, lining up, single back, 3 receiver set, sending Cooks on a fly, and Kupp is open, and I can't be mad at that drop. It's a drop, but whew, my God, he took a hit. My God, he took a hit. Now I'm not sure what down it is, but we have about 3 minutes left, and we're running away with this game. We're currently up 27-6, and I just got sacked. Was that the 8th time? I believe I got sacked for the 8th time right here. Yep, 8 sacks. And it's now 4th and pretty long, so we're going to see if we can convert here. Send Woods on a fly route. I feel like I had a mismatch right here. And this was the play that I told you earlier that I kind of started abusing, but I was just so upset with how my numbers looked, and it really wasn't my fault they looked that bad. So I was really trying to, do what I could to fix them. I guess kind of stat padding, but it is more like I was, oh, good catch by Cooks. I was more trying to fix the stats that I feel like were dropped when they should have been caught, especially when you have guys with such high catch ratings. Another thing that I did like about this game, I really like the extra depth that they added to the depth chart. You're out of a 3-4, but you have a guy who can line up as a rushing, like a rushing right end, a rushing left end, a right defensive tackle, or a rushing defensive tackle. You have the sub linebackers, which I thought was really cool. So if you go into like certain nickel and dime packages, they'll be the linebacker. As you see here, I'm getting ready to abuse this play again. And Cooks, that was a beautiful throw. Beautiful catch by Cooks. I'm now back up to over 50%. And as you guys remember, I didn't even have 100 yards till late in the third quarter. And I had 2 interceptions. I was as low as 6 for 15 at one point. It was like 70 yards or 60 yards and 2 interceptions. Now I'm up to just under 50% completion percentage, which again came at a lot of drops. I'm up over 250 yards, and now I have 3 touchdowns to only 2 interceptions. So as you guys see, much better second half. Came out firing second half, pretty much playing the way that I did in the last few games, but they just weren't dropping everything as much. So we're pretty much coming up to the end of this game, but like I said, I got in that mode where I take pride in little things like completion percentage. I always have a rough estimate where I like my dude to be, so I kind of I got happy and tried to run here, but Gurley again, he just struggling all game. 12 carries, 21 yards. This play I really did abuse. I won't abuse this play all the time. And right there, Brandon Cooks touchdown. So I have 4 passing touchdowns in the second half after 2 interceptions in the first half, and a much better second half. Almost probably 270, 280 yards maybe, and as you see, we get the W. So guys, thank you. Leave your comments and stuff down below. Overall, the game is still worth playing as long as they fix some of the issues they have. Thank you guys so much. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video.